Hello everyone, welcome to presentation on the topic development of learning behavior of animal, case study of dog and cats. So our member we have um, Renuka Nophailom, Sirikorn Kunlachat, Aphirat Budbua and Jaranya Buayam. In this page, you can see the title of the research and is a development of learning behavior of animal, case study of dog and cats. And below you can see researcher, and researcher is a Phnom Sen Prasert. And the first component is the abstract. Abstract is show view. We highlight the key such as the objective, the methodology, and the result and conclusions. And the next page. In this page, you can see an introduction. An introduction will show the background of the research, and in this topic mentioned to behavior of animal. So there is deep debate between scientists and philosophers about the nature of animal. Many people argue that morality is what separates people from animal, causing animals to be treated differently than people. But sometimes it's found that the animal exhibit moral behavior, such as helping each other without expectation.
Okay, this slide will show the two parts that important. One, research objectives. One, to study the psychological theory of animal mind. Two, to study habitation of dogs and cats. And three, to study learning behavior following psychological theory of animal mind and development of dog and cat psychology. And below you can see the orange highlights. The orange highlight will show the methodologies. Methodology will show us that what the researcher did and how the researcher did. So in this research, the researcher study and gather information from psychological theory of animal mind, animal behavior, and animal learning from documents and author-related paper, and to focus group discussion and observation. Okay, this slide will show the conceptual framework. The conceptual framework is tell about the way ideas are organized to achieve the objectives. So in this paper, we show that one, study methodology, two, data collection, and three, data analysis and presentation. Okay, next slide will show the result. The result will based on the objective of the research. Psychological theory of animal mind conclude that many theory that relate, but the researcher will present about that important theory. One, anthropomorphism. Anthropomorphism believes that animals can express their behavior, describe feeling, pain, starving, pressure, and animal can communication with their own language like human. This could be this could be conclude that animal has mind.
Okay, next, 2. Behaviorism. You will see a yellow highlight that describes about first, in the past, physiological approach to animal behavior. That's relation describes about responding to surrounding. And next, we could now only conclude to there is a relationship between consciousness and suffering to animals. And next page you will see the yellow that show slow movement is used to close the cat's approach to speed up to sprint closer the cat gets to the prey. Next.
Okay, next. Through communication, dogs and cats can improve their skill thought conditional training or teaching. The psychological theory of the animal mind asserts that animals have a mind because their emotion and self-awareness and are expressed through the following behavior. 1. Classical conditioning. The interview showed that most of key informants, especially the trainer, think that dogs and cats have memory skill. 2. Social learning. This study showed that dogs could be able to present as a model of human cognition from social learning aspect. 3. Condition test aversion. We could find this kind of learning process in nature or wild dogs and cats more often than in domestic dogs and cats. 4. Imprinting. The result from this study, which is focusing on the domestic animal, showed that some dogs or cats have ability to learn imprinting, but some are not. And 5. Imitation. In this study, key informants said that they could not act like the owner or trainer properly somehow because of their physical ability, but feeling that they want to. Next, our discussion part talk about there are psychological theory that can be used to explain animal mind, especially in dog and cats. Because we have been close to this animal for long time and we have learned to communicate with them more than other animals. Next suggestion part talk about this study is only analyzed from dogs and cat owner in Thailand with no separation or controlling of breeds or egg of animal. If there will be more study about this, there might be care in analyzing of result of minimizing of the scale of the area or animal beast. And the last part is reference of this research. Thank you for your attention. Do you have any question?
Okay, I will ask you some questions. In methodology, I want to know more about focus group decision and observation. My question is, who are the key informants that the researcher chooses?
Okay, the methodology will show the key informants that the researcher choose. The key informants concluding 25 people, 1 cat and dog owner, 5 people, 2 veterinarian, 5 people, and 3 cat and dog trainer, 5 people.
Thank you.
Can I ask? In the yellow highlight, what is the keywords that show the sentence is the result?
Okay, you will see the 3 sentences that have yellow highlights, right? Okay, the sentence has the keyword that show this sentence is a result. That keyword is approach to, you will see approach to animal, approach to cat, or conclude that. So these are keywords show that is the result because that show suggestion possible.
So I have some question to ask you about why you should to study cat and dog.
Okay. And the reason why we choose dog and cats because their complex social behavior occur mainly in neurological animals such as mammals, and dog and cat are easy to find and observing behavior more easily than other animals. Next question.
Okay, I have some questions for you. If the research doesn't rise a suggestion topic, what can be observed?
Okay. First, observe from the position of the sentence at the end of research before reference, and observe from the sentence if there will be more study about this, they might be care. Thank you.
Okay. Hi everyone. Today we would like to present a research article that our group shows is enhancing grade 12 student critical thinking and problem solving ability in learning of the STS genetic and DNA technology unit. Member in our group is Kanteera Chuasawatee, Kannika Butkot, Titapa Khumphu, and Pattarawadee Duangmanee. First, we will talk about abstract. In abstract, we have purpose, methodology, result, and conclusion. The purpose is in green line that talk about scope of this study. And the scope of this study is report about grade 12 student critical thinking and problem solving ability in learning and innovation skill by use STH approach. Then methodology. Methodology is includes the participants and approach to use in this study. Next is result. Result is report about the finding of this study, and the last one is conclusion. Conclusion that talk about benefits from the study. Next is introduction. World Economic Forum 2015 conduct a survey and analysis of labor market needs and technological trends in major corporations. Have divided the 21st century skill into three categories. First is foundational literacy. Second is competency, and third is character quality. The method we use to develop this skill cannot be derived from traditional classroom processes, especially competency or learning and innovation skill or 4CS, which students can extract outside the classroom. Next is for critical skill. Learning and innovation skill are made up for critical skill that have creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. Students who can critically evaluate and communicate knowledge will be high demand in 21st century workforce. From previous research, discovered that innovation originates from a problem that led to solution or decision making of students. And the researcher found that concept of science, technology, and society, which is learn scientific knowledge by choosing the best solution to solve the problem. Next, the researcher believed that critical thinking and problem-solving ability that are involved with current social issue should be developed student in science classroom. Therefore, the researcher goal is in genetic and DNA technology units is to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills, specifically the DMOS. Issue will be addressed using Yun scientific, technological, and social instructional model to provide an improved means of scientific instructional development, particularly biology in the future.
Next, the method. This study is a qualitative study of teaching methods to develop students' critical thinking and problem-solving abilities with regard to the relationship between science, technology, and society. Therefore, the researcher has designed the teaching and learning through the Yun-Yong's STS approach. First, step 1. The researcher collects data about the student population who participate in the activities as shown in Table 1. Step 2. Design instruction on genetic and DNA technology with a 4 elements STS system as shown in Table 2. First, identification of social issue stage. Next, identification of potential solution stage. Need for knowledge stage. Next, decision-making stage. And the last, socialization stage. Step 3. Conduct an experiment for 3 weeks, then observe students in answering questions and discussions. Worksheets, behaviors, student performance to be evaluated in the next order.
Next, let's talk about data collection. For this study, research used P21 partnership for 21st century learning. That is critical thinking and problem-solving ability in learning, and design the lesson plan through STS approach. The composed of 4 elements. The first, the researcher teaching about genetic and DNA technology for 3 weeks. The second, the participant observation about student discussion and question worksheet and student behavior were interpreted to examine what and how students apply knowledge of science to develop solutions. The third, student idea about application will qualify in the progress of STS genetic and DNA technology. And the last, the interpretation will be rechecking the student answer from test or worksheet for interpretation.
Okay, next data analysis. Is data analysis from worksheet. Student critical thinking and problem-solving ability in learning and innovation skill will be interpreted from student discussion and question where they provide on the worksheet 1 to 4. The worksheet 1 aims to provide students to conscious about GMOS, that is, the social issue. The worksheet 2 aims to investigate their data about GMOS. The worksheet 3 aims to provide students need more information before discussion and decision. The worksheet 4 aims to provide students to present their idea that lead to the possible solution. The table 3 to 5 show that what students were asked by the worksheet 1 to 4 and their answers regarding on elements of critical thinking and problem-solving ability in 21st century. Is table 3. This table shows the data analysis of student discussion and question and worksheet 1. Okay, table 4. The table show the data analysis of student worksheet 3. And the last, table 5. This table shows the data analysis of student worksheet 4.
That is resolved. The result revealed that the learning about unit through science, technology, and society or STS approach promotes student critical thinking and problem-solving ability. Follow framework of P21 partnership of 21st century, including listening effectively, making judgment and decision. The student critical thinking and problem-solving ability was interpreted from student worksheet 1 to 4 and student performance. The first is result of critical thinking and problem-solving ability from student worksheet 1 and 2. This graph will show you the number of students who use reason effectively, system thinking, making judgment and decision, and the last is solve problem in worksheet 1 and worksheet 2. Second, result of critical thinking and problem-solving ability of student worksheet 3 and 4. This graph will show you about the number of students who use reason effectively, system thinking, making judgment and decision, and solve problem in worksheet 3 and worksheet 4. The last is result of critical thinking and problem-solving ability from student performance. This performance from 8 groups in class, it can be seen that students were made decision to find out the right solution on their group based on the four elements of critical thinking and problem solving in learning and innovation skill. The first element is proceed to give the appropriate reason on GMOS solution. Researchers think that students link between the recent GMO and the effect of GMO to another like from student explanation. The second element is process of thinking to link between many factors about GMOs that happen and the cause in the overall. So researchers suggested that student analyze is part of whole of GMO that have an interactive. And the last element revealed that students had judgment to GMOs on their information from brainstorm activity, as well as they had analyzed the agreement, comment, and other point of view, such as government, consumer, and producer. The researchers think this element lead to design critical by student consideration. The last element found that when they decide on GMOS issue based on their judgment, they should the right solution by their consider that possible in the real life, such as planting organic plant, label their plant, and making campaign for others to realize more about GMOs.
Okay, I will talk about conclusion. About conclusion of this research, we found that students learn critical thinking and problem-solving activity by Yun Yong in the field of genetic and DNA technology. GMOs are based on critical thinking and problem-solving activity by Yun Yong. Next, Yun Yong is a science subject with emphasis on learning being important. This encourages students to identify genetic problems and teach DNA to find a reasonable explanation for us. The Genetic and DNA Technology Unit in the STS approach promote critical thinking and problem-solving ability of students. And Learning Biology by Science, Technology, and Society by Yun Yong improve critical thinking and problem-solving skill in high school students and improve problem-solving ability in cognitive and innovative skill. This is in line with the P21 collaborative framework on 21st century skill. Thank you for your attention. You do have any idea? Any โอเคแป๊บนึงนะ1 2 3 Thank you for your attention. Do you have any question?
I have some question for you. You can go back to slide introduction for critical skill. the next. Okay, this is why I want to ask you that what does creativity mean?
Okay, creativity is the ability to imagine and devise innovative new way of addressing problem, answering question, or expressing meaning through the application, synthesis, or reposing of knowledge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So I have one question. Listen carefully. This question is, why were GMO used in this research?
We use GMO because GMO are DNA technology that are closely related our daily life. Um, they they are both advantage and disadvantage. So we want students to know about this.
Okay, it's clearly. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention.